That sucked. That hurt. But I wasn't going to stop fighting.
This is your
No,
co-main
I
event
wasn't going to do that in front of my coach.
and it is for the
And he
vacant
said to me, you know, Roy,
185
I just want you to know
Kickboxing in
that
the
that is
Fort
not a bad thing. That
Championship.
happens. It's easy to
First,
fight when you're
fighting out
winning.
of the blue
It takes a
corner.
warrior to
He
fight
weighed in
when
tonight
you're
at
getting your ass kicked.
185.6
And I'm glad
pounds.
I didn't
He
quit.
is
I'm glad I
dressed
had
in
that
black,
experience.
trimmed in
The
white.
biggest step of growth in a lot of
Lose
Representing
is
fighters,
sparring, so you don't
Headbangers
lose here.
there's a healthy
Kickboxing
part of
Academy
having an ego.
Impact
There's a
Zone.
healthy balance to
Fighting
that.
out of
Then there's a part for
Fowler,
it to die a little
Indiana.
bit in
Let's hear it
preparation
for
with your brothers.
Jacob Parker.
So
And fighting out of the red corner.
what I'm not
He weighed
liking
in
from the
tonight
red
at
corner is,
185.2 pounds. Dressed in black, trimmed in
oh, excuse
blue.
me, I thought those were basketball
Represents
shorts. No, those are
Subdue.
MMA.
Fighting out
I
of
think I see
Brownsville,
pockets.
Indiana.
No, my
Let's
mistake.
hear it for Taylor, the Tater. Or
And these 185ers are dense. These are some thick boys. Look
this
at the
fight is
traps in
scheduled
the
for
red
5
corner.
2-minute rounds.
Jacob
Your
Parker
referee in charge,
showing up, he
TJ
not taking
Pettigrew.
his eye off of Taylor. He looks game tonight.
Don't look at
Yeah,
me like that,
he looks
please.
game. If I had to base this based off of how they look pre-fight, I think Jacob is locked in here.
Judges point, excuse me, the ref points to his judges, asking them to have eyes on if they're ready. Fighters, are they ready? Ref initiates the battle.
Jacob Parker touching gloves here. Nice traditional stance here. Clean technique. He's been here before. You see it in his stance. Lands a solid body shot. He felt that. Calm, composed, clean. Good left hand
Yeah,
there by
you
Jacob.
know,
Inside leg kick check.
good check. That hurts.
Jacob with a nice standing
Oh,
southpaw. Shout out to the southpaws tonight, man. Having some pretty good success finding that left hand tonight.
Taylor hasn't. I'm kind of confused of his approach here. Kind of a Philly shell, a lot of arm swinging.
Hands real low. See,
Um, I want to be
that was a good
respectful.
jab.
That was a good slip punch. Yeah, I just that your chin is right
And
there,
it's a
brother. Be
common theme that
careful.
we talked about tonight, right? Is we find these fighters who are technically sound, and it's very obvious who the technically sound fighter is. But then these guys who are just making it and turning it into a fight. He's not trying to make a technical fight out of this. It looks to me like Jacob is going, or excuse me, Taylor is going to make this a fight. He's going to get in his face and he's going to make it nasty. That's his best chance of winning.
Now he feels a lot looser. He's feeling a lot looser. He might have a boxing background. That's more boxing
Jacob's
heavy.
still staying calm and
Dipping
composed
your
here,
head
man. Just
down.
standing in front of him, switching his
So you got to be
stances.
careful in kickboxing because you can get kicked in the
Yeah.
teeth if you do that.
There he goes. He wants him to know that it's there, right? He didn't throw it full speed, but he wants to let you know, hey, watch dipping your head like that because I can take it off.
That was a fast 2 minutes.
Check left hook.
And those rips to the body not planted. But
I'd
they're
like
not
to see
doing
him
much
do it with the
damage.
back leg, not going high with the lead leg there. If he steps in with a back leg head kick, there's a home there. But man, big
Yeah, you know,
round for Jacob Parker. I think that was a close one, but I think Jacob might have done enough to win that one.
it, they can't all be winners. And I'm going to say this might be another last minute replacement. A lot of fighters fell off of this card. That happens.
Tuesday on the list.
But when you're putting on a title fight, and this is my promotion, I say I want to see a contender who looks like a potential
100%.
185 champion. And I'm gonna be as respectful as I can, but I'm not liking some of the technique from this red corner. Almost disrespectful to that belt. Maybe he's nervous. Maybe his legs are heavy. Maybe I'm bitter because that should be my belt. No, I'm not.
There's
bitter.
going to be a chance for you. Jacob, calm and composed. Both guys seem to have recovered pretty well here. Starting the second
Jacob
round.
Parker is looking like a gangster.
Yeah.
I think he's going to feel a
Jacob
lot more
switching stances
comfortable
here to
controlling
orthodox
the
here. Nice
exchanges.
solid right hand to the
Look
body.
how clean that is.
Nice right hand there. Nice right hand by Taylor.
See, that's
just
just chaos.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. This is a title fight. They can't all be winners, can they?
He's trying to find a home for that, and he's doing it a lot of time with the lead leg. And I know I understand the thought behind it, but I feel like the back leg is there. The back leg is there.
Yeah, they're not the inside low. If he sets it up with the cross, have that shoulder aim,
But I like it.
good impact.
Jacob's locked in here though, man. I love the focus. I love the knee inside, the clinch work. Nice body
Hey,
shot there.
he's in a flow
He is
state.
in a flow.
He's in a
He's
flow
locked in
state.
right now. Big knee to the body.
Chin tuck, guard high, long arm guard,
Finding his range there on that looping left.
switching stances. I love seeing fighters who can
Yeah,
switch
Jacob's
back
doing a
and
really
forth.
good job of switching back to orthodox and southpaw.
It's so confusing when you're when your opponent does that.
And he's manipulating him a lot of the time as he's switching his stances with that lead head kick. He's throwing it from the right, he's throwing it from the left. He's giving you different styles. Nice little check hook
Ooh.
there. Nice head kick as we talk about it. There it is.
Oh,
And
check hook.
ironically, it's from the back leg.
But biting down on the mouthpiece and spinning it.
I love the looks that he's giving him. Here he is setting up the head. Yep, there it is, the kick again. He's throwing combinations and he's switching his stances and finishing off with the kick. End of round two, another round of great action here. Jacob Parker.
You gotta love martial artists like we've been seeing tonight that are patient. Jacob's being patient. He's picking his shots, and he could exert now. I just don't think he
Right.
wants to. I think he's just being patient. He's not tired. He doesn't feel his opponent is fragile enough at the moment or exerted enough to go for the kill.
Yeah,
Great fight IQ.
there's maturity there when you're not just throwing to throw. If it's not there, it's not there. But he's still working. He's switching his stance. He's setting things up. He went from the lead head kick with his lead leg, and then he switched it. We were talking about it. The back leg was there, and he landed a clean head kick. So I mean, he sees the game well, and that's what he's doing right now. And right now, I would say he's clearly ahead on the score.
And I love seeing how passionate his coaches are right now,
Calm, composed.
talking about the things that he's
They're not
doing
worried about it.
and the things that they're seeing. No, I don't think so.
And I love the clarity, man.
They're so happy.
There's little things as a cornerman, spinning over 20 fights as a cornerman. Seeing eye contact and your fighter responding to you, it's a good
That's a
feeling.
good feeling.
It lets you know he's there.
Not only can your fighter
And
listen,
he's
your
taking
fighter
information and he's processing it, and you see him processing that live under the lights. That's big.
that
is
takes a skill. To listen to your coach during a live fight.
A lot of people can hear a lot of words, but to take those words and apply it into a game plan live, not a lot of people can do that.
Jacob got a little stuff on the
Nice combination
entrance,
followed by a body shot.
but yes,
composed
he fought. He composed it. Yeah.
Throw, step back, set it up. The finish will come with the cleanness of the combinations.
Good, Chief. I like that he switched southpaw right before, so it was a longer teep, right to the lower abdomen. Those hurt.
He's throwing that head kick is there on the outside, that back leg, standing from a southpaw stance. I'd really love to see him throw that. Switches to the orthodox. I'd love to see him switch left here and throw that head kick. Now, nice right hand.
I think he's enjoying
Yeah, I
punching
think so,
him
yeah.
in the face.
He's not pressing, which is a
What he's doing is working, and he's in a flow state.
nice knee to the body.
But this is a fight. Anything can happen. You got to remember that. And Taylor does bite down on that mouthpiece and send it.
But as game as Jacob is, look, it's been a common theme tonight. These guys, they're going the distance, man. Like they're willing to fight. There is a technical difference. But
You got to
respect
respect
the fact
that.
these guys show up to fight.
I need to not be such a jerk, and I do obviously respect anyone who gets in the ring.
Competitive, man. I respect it. Technically, there's clearly a difference.
The show must go on. Someone has to step in, and he stepped in.
Final 10 seconds here as we wrap up our fight. Left hand out of the southpaw. Ooh, followed by a nice check. Left hook. Hey,
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong at just like winning by points like that. A unanimous decision, winning by skill set alone.
yeah,
That's a
yeah. Would
great
you
fight.
like to
That's
see
a great
Jacob come
win.
away with the finish here in this fight? Of course, but he's showing up. He's technically sound. He's not overexerting himself. Clean performance, I thought. I thought he was technically sound. He was poised. He was calm. He was setting up his shots.
Those flow
Yeah,
states were so cool.
he did it. It was a remarkable fight.
Going
Oh,
into
championship
the
rounds here.
Yeah, I forgot. Going into the fourth round, fight's not over. Here I am, forgetting that this is 5 rounds,
This one's not over.
and that's a good point. We still got a lot of fight left. We don't
No,
need to
you know,
kill just yet. We're controlling the
we've seen
fight.
a
We're
lot of that
controlling the
earlier with
tempo.
some of the younger fighters who are stepping in and they were
This
just dumping the
is
tank,
the
man.
last
Like they
call
get in
for
under the bright lights,
alcohol.
they dump the tank. Inexperience.
Once
Inexperienced,
again,
You're not
right?
this
seeing that in
is
this
the
fight,
last
man.
call for
He
alcohol.
looks fresh
You
right
need
now. Like
something to drink, you
he's
might
Yeah,
composed,
want to
he's
get
ready to go. He's prepared for the fight.
he must be doing his
Six
six
sixes.
sixes. That way, 5 threes or 5 twos is nothing.
Nah, he's ready for this moment. Seriously.
Yep. Look at again a
round
theme
number
of the
4.
the exertion expression between these two fighters. Blue looks very calm, heart rate's very low, Red's mouth open, breathing a little heavy, still biting on the mouthpiece, ready to fight.
And we're in deeper waters here. This is what we were talking about earlier. Like Jacob
These are
wanted
gangster
these are
rounds.
gangster rounds. This is where Jacob wanted to take him. Is what I would imagine. Is your guy takes a short notice
It
fight. You
seems
want to take him, let him exert himself, and put him away in the later
you have
rounds.
to have, yeah, you have to have the endurance advantage going in. That must feel very
But
good.
but Taylor showed up to fight, man. I mean, it's pretty impressive these
He
athletes
did.
showing up, able to go this long. Solid body shot from Jacob Parker.
Being patient and found it.
That lead head kick was there. Let it go,
I
Jacob.
love a good dipping high kick.
Head kick, lead leg. He's gonna take a knee here. Another body shot. Standing 10.
Yep, yep. Good. Jacob did a good job. Before he blitzed in, he took a slight angle to get that angle advantage to really grip that power. And
And you invest
I
in the.
like how
That's it.
tired he is.
That's it.
Yeah,
Solid performance by Jacob Parker,
yeah.
taking his opponent in deep waters and able to put him away. That's what you want to see out of a veteran.
Yeah.
That's fight IQ. Anyone who's looking to fight Jacob Parker, you're fighting a tough guy, man. He's able to go deep waters.
And that could either be from the exertion or that could be from that nasty liver
Take
shot.
a body shot like that, people
He,
don't understand.
you be patient, wait till the fourth round, rip it and send it. Because here's another thing: you're fighting 4 rounds at this certain tempo, then all of a sudden that tempo change, the intensity changes late in the fourth round. It's hard. The brain doesn't recognize the difference in
Yeah.
speed and timing. Be patient in your. What was the
Controlled chaos, yeah. And shout out to Benny in the chat. Jacob Parker for the W, fire emojis. Kyle Garcia says, yeah. Flexing muscles, yeah. Jacob Parker, man, he showed up tonight. What a dominant performance. I mean,
Yeah, let's talk about the excitement in this group chat. These fights have been great. The audio is way out of sync. I hope that's not the case. Sorry about that, guys. We will get better.
yeah, look, from the excitement from the crowd, the engagement that we're getting online, Sudden Impact is putting on a heck of a card here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. David Hernandez putting a great card together. Fighters pull out. That didn't stop us from putting together a great night of fights here in Fort Wayne, Indiana at the Concordia Theological Seminary, sponsored by Cricket Wireless and Barbers United. So we're heading into the main event.
Let me tell you, Gavin is such a great kid. Gavin Bear, Sudden Impact. He has had 3 title fights from 3 different promotions.
Wow.
This is
How
his
old is
fourth
he?
out. Gavin
So
is
he's a young
22.
buck in the game.
He's 22. He's building into his frame because, like we said, he's 145. You guys are big. And he wasn't the biggest 145, but now he's becoming a man. What's
Yeah.
22, 23, 25? I
Yeah.
see his frame building. And he hits hard. He hits fast. He's very technical. So
I'm
excited.
excited for this
After
fight.
But
1
Cole
minute and 1
Coleman,
second in round
Huss,
number 4,
guy's
your
tough too.
winner
We have a
by
heck of a main event
It,
TKO
coming
it
up,
will
ladies
be
and
a
gentlemen.
very close fight.
185-pound kickboxing in the fourth champion, Jacob Parker.
Jacob Parker, your new 185-pound champ.
I'm going to try and see if I can find Mr. Derek Carter because we got to interview the
100%.
crowd favorite. Um, just with these title fights going on, I don't want to blink.
This is the last call for concessions. If you're hungry and want some food, you might want to get some.